Good morning and welcome to the Frankfurt Börse, the trading floor. When the sports car manufacturer Porsche moves up to the DAX, the German share index. I'm Caroline von Linsingen on behalf of Deutsche Börse. Welcome. Join us live when, in just a few minutes, the opening bell will ring and Porsche AG will move up to one of the most renowned share indices of the world, the German share index, or DAX. But what does it mean for a company such as Porsche to be included in the German share index, and how does a company move up to the DAX? We will talk about that in just a few minutes. First of all, however, let's look at a short film and Porsche's phenomenal IPO in September.
Erster Preis für die Porsche AG ist 84 €. Herzlichen Glückwunsch zum Listing in Frankfurt.
Impressive images. This was the IPO that received probably the most media attention in 2022, I am sure. Right now and right here, I would have originally welcomed the head of PR sustainability, Dr. Sebastian Rudolph of Porsche AG. However, as you might have noted, he is not here with me today, similar to the board of management and the top management representatives of Porsche. We had originally planned to welcome all of them here today and to celebrate the opening bell ceremony. However, there is black ice in Germany and it thwarted our plans. Hence, this event is now, well, a hybrid version of in-person moderation here from the trading floor and a virtual event, so it's hybrid. So today I'll be the only one here guiding you through the day. Let us just briefly look at the reasons and the speed at which Porsche is underway. About 3 months ago, not even 3 months ago, Dr. Rudolph and myself, we were here commenting on and accompanying the IPO of Porsche. Not even 10 weeks later, we are back here, and now Porsche is moving up to the DAX, the German share index. That is an immense speed at which Porsche is underway. I know that this is connected to the hard work and the enormous success the Porsche team invested in. So on behalf of Dr. Sebastian Rudolph, I would like to convey the gratitude to the 37,000 employees of Porsche, without whom this phenomenal IPO wouldn't have been possible, as well as today's inclusion in the DAX. Now, let us just briefly look at the reasons why Porsche went public. The IPO is a new chapter for Porsche, and the reasons were to show independence, to show flexibility in entrepreneurship. Porsche, it is important to the company to have innovative products and enormous performance, and to wow its clients with that. And that is decisive. The IPO is not only geared towards institutional investors, but also towards those that do not own a Porsche yet and would like to come in as an individual investor, a private investor, becoming thus part of the Porsche family. And that is exactly what happened. On IPO day, there was such a high demand so that there was an allotment according to which the investors were granted their shares. So institutional investors and private investors alike were able to buy shares. Let us just briefly look at the DAX. What is it? What is the German share index? It includes the biggest listed companies in Germany, the 40 most valuable ones and the biggest ones. The DAX is not only the leading index in this country, it is at the same time a barometer for the economic development in Germany. In order for the German share index to serve this function as the economic barometer, it has to be reviewed every once in a while, 4 times a year to be exact. Deutsche Börse does just that. The most important criterion is the market capitalization according to free float, so the market value of free float shares. As of today, as of December 19th, 2022, Porsche will be listed in the German share index, or DAX. The fast entry rule came into play for Porsche, namely that for companies whose value develops incredibly well, they can be on the fast track. Usually you have to be on the list, you have to be part of the top 33 listed companies. Porsche, when the DAX was reviewed, was even on number 22 on the list. Just briefly, the share price. Porsche IPO'd at €32.50. That was the issuance price of its shares, and now it is at 97.50. That is a very strong development, and Porsche would like to use this development to redefine modern, sporty luxury. Consistently, they want to pursue sustainability and social engagement with sports cars. And Porsche has the ambition that in 2030, more than 80% of newly delivered cars are fully electronic vehicles. Furthermore, Porsche wants to be CO2 neutral across its whole supply chain by 2030. Financially speaking, Porsche has a very solid foundation. The operative net income target is 17 to 18% this year, and the corporate turnover that is expected is 38 to 39 billion euros. Now, let's just briefly look at the reasons why it is so important that a company is listed in the German share index. When you are listed in the DAX, you receive enormous global media attention, not only analysts' attention, but also investors globally look at who's listed in the DAX. And this brings us close to the bell. We will now see the chairman of the board, the member of the board of Deutsche Börse for Clearing and Trade, Thomas Burg, and we will have Porsche CFO Lutz Meschke and chairman of the Porsche Board of Management, Oliver Blume, who will come in virtually. But let's just briefly look at the Porsche legend. And yes, it is exciting. Here you go.
Machen Sie sich keine Sorgen um Ihre Arbeitsplätze. Wir sehen einer guten Zukunft entgegen und verlassen Sie sich auf mich. Der Mythos Porsche lebt und wird nie untergehen.
Porsche kann und darf alles bauen. Es muss nur besser sein als alles Vergleichbare.
It's a historic day for Porsche. Nothing can stop them.
Gemeinsam mit Ihnen drücken wir heute den Startknopf für eine neue Ära. Am Ende haben wir es geschafft, mit Ehrgeiz, Disziplin und einem riesigen Einsatz. Jeder Porsche hat eine Seele. the same soul. Ohne euch wäre das alles nicht möglich gewesen.
Fast auf den Tag, genau vor 13 Jahren, war ich ebenfalls hier in Zuffenhausen. Im strömenden Regen und sehr traurig. Einige von Ihnen werden sich noch erinnern. Es ist der Verdienst von Ihnen allen, gerade in diesen Zeiten, dass Porsche heute stärker dasteht denn je. Der Mythos Porsche lebt und wird nie untergehen.
Lieber Herr Blume,
Mr. Blume, Mr. Meschke, dear guests, Porsche team, welcome, and all those participating in the live stream. The 29th of September 2022 was a historic day for Porsche. And Porsche is not just a myth, a legend, as we just saw. Porsche is also a byword for speed. After mere 10 weeks, we're delighted to now celebrate the next milestone together with you, today the entry into the DAX index. Now, we would have loved to have the chance to welcome you here on the trading floor today. I'm sorry to say, the black ice really put a spanner in our works, and so we're all greeting you here from the trading floor to Stuttgart. Porsche's IPO was a tremendous success, despite a very tricky market environment. Now, at 9.4 billion euros, it was worldwide the second biggest IPO of the year. And when you look at market capitalization, it was actually the biggest IPO in Europe in this millennium. And what's more, it was the biggest new issue in Germany ever since the IPO of Telekom in the year 1996. And also the performance is right, both for investors. I mean, they have found that the investment so far has been worth its money. All this shows that Porsche is also on the capital markets on the fast track. And it also shows that going public here at the financial site in Germany, i.e. listed in Frankfurt, is an important milestone and strategy for a company for ongoing growth in its entrepreneurship. Now, 5 days before Christmas, you are switching up and notching up another gear, because today, here, Porsche will join the top flight, the DAX, that's the blue chip, the top 40 in Germany, and I must say that's a breathtaking, really, promotion in mere 10 weeks. Your successful IPO and the start of trading in the DAX in a few minutes also are a reminder how important a strong capital market is for Germany. What the 911 with its sonorous boxer sound, with lots of horsepower, is, of course, for an economic side, a performing capital market, because only a strong capital market provides the drive for growth and innovations. And this is the only way we will be able to master the investments, the capex, the transformation, which we need for a transformation into a forward-looking economy and also the social changes ahead of us. And this is also borne out by Porsche, because your IPO is an engine for transformation. You've announced that the revenue, the income from the IPO will be used also to drive forward electric mobility. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think the signal that comes from a listing like Porsche is so positive because we know that the German capital market today is playing far below its possibilities, far below par. We can and we must bring more horsepower to the road. Now, Porsche also once started, of course, as a startup and required capital funds. Now, it also had, of course, the vision of an entrepreneur on board. Now we have to facilitate the founders of today to take that same step, and we need to strengthen the financing of startups and growth companies in Germany, which means we must strengthen the wealth accumulation over stocks, the financial education in Germany, and we also have to be more proactive in the legal framework for issuers and market participants. They have to become more attractive. Now, the current initiatives that the world of politics is discussing, such as a stock-based pension plan, then the Future Financing Act, the Startup Strategy of the government, and EU Listing Act, are all first and important steps on this track. But all these measures will make a contribution that more companies will follow the example set by Porsche. We, the German Deutsche Börse, do welcome these initiatives quite expressly, and we will do everything to make sure that our financial side keeps being strengthened in the future. But we're equally aware that further steps must follow, so that our financial market will reach that place that it deserves. We need a new dawn. We need a long-term capital market strategy for Germany. The conditions in Europe and in Germany must be strengthened over the long term and sustainably, because they will define the direction and dynamism over the next few years. So, ladies and gentlemen, and you, the team from Porsche, we're all used to records coming from Porsche, not just on the tarmac, but also here on the trading floor. And so I'm delighted in this huge success story and congratulate everybody who chipped in and played their part. The inclusion today in the most important blue chip index, the DAX, which of course is very much based on strict rules and didn't require as much work as with the IPO, but it's only the logic consequence of your company and corporate success. So we are very proud to have such an icon as Porsche on our trading floor. And I'm looking forward to see the development of Porsche as it continues and what we can expect from that iconic ticker symbol P911. So I wish you continued success on the capital markets as we've done so far. And with that, I wish you, Mr. Meschke, hand over to you to Stuttgart.
This was Thomas Bog on the high symbolism of Porsches moving up to the DAX, especially in difficult economic times. Now the speech by Lutz Meschke.
Well, thank you, Mr. Bog. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Nearly 3 months ago, we brought Porsche AG to the stock market, and we're here again today, though only by virtual means. Deutsche Börse invited us once more, and we were delighted to accept that invitation. And our presence here sends a signal. We are committed to the business center of Frankfurt. With our clear commitment in a challenging environment, we're delighted to contribute to strengthening Germany's position as a financial center. We're thrilled by our rapid ascent into the big leagues of capital markets, just as we are delighted by the wide acceptance of the Porsche stock. Now, our investor base spans both the globe and demographic groups. There's been a great interest among long-term investors, and we have also seen many private shareholders join us on board. Now, I know many of them probably don't own a Porsche, but now that they are shareholders, they can also become part of the Porsche family. And this way, we made our company, our brand, truly exciting and very tangible. Now, despite the global challenges, our share price has risen significantly since the launch. And that shows us, and the message is clear, the capital market also believes in our potential. And so, let me assure you, we will continue to do everything in our power to inspire our customers with exciting vehicles and to delight our shareholders with our performance. Because after all, it's part of our DNA. We always strive for more, no matter what or where, both in terms of the product and in terms of profitability. In the current fiscal year, we expect an operating group return on sales in the range between 17% to 18%. The medium-term objective is in the band range of 17% to 19%. And over the long run, we are actually aiming for a return on sales of more than 20%. Now, the Porsche brand is recognized everywhere, but the Porsche AG stock is only listed here in Frankfurt, because we are and will remain a German company. And we will also remain committed in future to being made in Germany and engineered in Germany. And Mr. Bog, if you want, we'll be happy to come back a third time to Frankfurt, and hopefully then also in real life. And with that, I hand over to Oliver Blume. Thank you very much. Well, thank you, Lutz. Thank you, Mr. Bog. Ladies and gentlemen, Ferry Porsche once had a dream that he achieved, and he laid the foundation for the Porsche legend. And that was an extraordinary success story. Now, almost 75 years later, we have also seen a dream come true, because going public has ushered in a new era, a new and significant chapter in the Porsche story. And today makes it clear it is already a hugely successful chapter. We're delighted and proud to have been given direct admission to the DAX, Germany's top 40 blue-chip companies. It's the fruit of hard work, strong performance by a fantastic team. It is a shared success for the entire Porsche family, from development to procurement and production, across human resources, finance and IT, to management, sales and marketing. And it clearly shows that we're on track. Investors find our business model attractive, and they also want to join us on our journey. So Porsche represents modern, sporty luxury. We are redefining that concept because we want to unite the strong desirability of our brand with sustainability and social commitment. So, going public, Porsche has become an independent company, which gives us greater flexibility so that we can sharpen our profile in future. Greater scope to work with even more agility and focus on strengthening our luxury positioning. And to align ourselves even more closely to the wishes of our customers. And at the same time, we continue to benefit from the synergies within the Volkswagen Group. It is really the best of both worlds. In our view, we enjoy a unique position in the automotive industry, and we aim to take advantage of that. So, we've set ourselves ambitious goals and targets, economically, environmentally, and socially. Because we're driven by the desire to fulfill our customers' dreams. We are and will remain driven by dreams. Next year, we will celebrate 75 years of Porsche sports cars, a long tradition shaped by a great deal of enthusiasm. And we're proud of this heritage. We're proud of our success in the world of motorsports, our iconic design, and our very special Porsche culture. We are therefore transporting our tradition into the future and are combining it with our pioneering spirit, with innovation and progress. And we're giving the Porsche legend a fresh impetus in the process, year in and year out. Thank you very much.
Right, the traditional ringing of the bell, and Porsche is now officially listed in the DAX, the German share index. Next, there's just briefly the handing over of the gift of appreciation to Porsche by Mr. Thomas Bog.
With that, welcome Porsche here in the DAX index. Well, you've missed the ringing of the bell, I'm sorry to say, Mr. Meschke and Mr. Blume, but nonetheless, we have a little present for you, which of course we would have handed over to you if you had been here. Just have a look at this here. It is part of our original trading floor and our traditional display of stock prices with the already now legendary ticker P911. So, we'll send this to you as part of the Christmas presents all the way to Stuttgart. And I think the ticker indicates the fascination of Porsche is alive and kicking. So we're looking forward to your next milestone in that success story of Porsche at the capital markets. And of course, we take you at your word. You will be invited, and we do really look forward to welcoming you here once again, live and in presence here on the trading floor. Until then, I wish you and the entire team of Porsche continued ongoing success. And I wish all of you here on the trading floor and everybody listening in the stream, until then, a merry and blessed Christmas. Thank you very much.
Wonderful words by the member of the board, Thomas Buck, responsible for clearing and trade. And thank you very much on behalf of Deutsche Börse to Porsche for the clear commitment to be listed at Deutsche Börse, the German stock exchange in Frankfurt, and the trading place. We wish you all the best and lots of success. Welcome to the DAX. What a wonderful and speedy listing in the DAX. And see you again very soon. Thank you very much.